A video on these bacon lardons that we're frying in a pan, but mostly about this rice that we've got and some vegetables and some beans. The lardons of bacon are from some. Oh god, this the bacon will be like it'll have been air drying in the fridge for about 18 months now, and it was a little bit worse for wear. So I've just trimmed off the questionable bits, and we're just frying that up, and to get the oil out of it and to crisp up the bits of bacon and not waste it. What I want to do, so actually, I had this idea before I talked to my friend. I was talking to a friend and she said, she goes, "Oh, that's biryani." And I was like, "Oh yeah, of course it is," but like layers of rice and vegetables and a little bit of meat and then kind of like slowly cooked in the oven. But my original idea was I've done it for like carroty rice, which was a layer of rice and then a layer of carrots and onions and then another layer of rice and then gently cook. And then you get the flavour of the carrots and onions going into the rice as it cooks. But I've also kind of done rice and beans, but I basically just did rice and beans and put the beans, cooked the beans, and then use the cooking liquid from the beans to cook the rice. And then put the beans on top and then slowly cooked. And that was kind of delicious as well because the flavour of it. I think it was stock that I cooked the beans in. But that was kind of particularly very good. So I thought, well, let's kind of combine all those ideas. And then I've got another idea, which will probably be in another video because I don't want to. My videos get a little bit too long. So instead of making this one about two things, we'll do two videos about two slightly similar things. I'm going to grate the onion and the carrots because I can't always be bothered chopping, and also I get sick of chopping. Probably shouldn't do this on top of my board, but it's a good way of mincing without having to chop. And I kind of think I'm very aware that I'm getting a little bit older, and you kind of think I was never particularly very good at chopping things anyway. My knife skills were never particularly very good. My knives were never particularly very sharp, and still aren't particularly very sharp. I can do a little bit of that fancy chopping and looking away while you're chopping things, but not too much of that. But I'm just kind of aware as I get older, I'm still going to want to eat good food. And I don't want my inability to chop food to get in the way of that. So if we can use a grater or some kind of mechanical thing to get the same results as chopping, that would probably be beneficial. And it's better off that I found out now rather than later on. Wouldn't you agree? So, fry these bacon bits off so they're nice and crisp. We're not going to use all that fat, but we will use some of it because it is delicious. And this rice that I've got, it's rather sticky. But I quite like that it's really sticky. It becomes rather kind of quite creamy in the same way as a risotto if you give it a little bit of a stir. Well, creamy in the same way as risotto, but without having to add the cheese or the slowly add the stock. It's just overly sticky, but that's fine, and I think that's really nice. I think rice should be sticky because you're eating it with something that's a sauce, and the sauce needs to stick to something, so therefore it sticks to a sticky rice. And I think that's rather quite nice. And if the rice is creamy without having to add any cream or cheese or anything like that, I think that's a good thing, and certainly goes into the 10 simple ingredients that I'm faffing my way through at the moment. Those are a little bit bigger. There's some bigger bits, but that'll be fine. So this was not technically part of the 10 simple ingredients because we're using some cooked kidney beans which we had in the freezer. But this will work with chickpeas, and I think the next video will be with chickpeas. There's loads of fat coming out of that bacon. It was more like guanciale. I don't think it was guanciale. No, it was definitely bacon. So we'll let that carry on cooking and crisping up. We'll taste a bit. That's delicious. That's going to have loads of flavour. That fat will be delicious as well. That'll be perfect for cooking eggs in tomorrow morning. So, carry on crusting that up, and then we're back, and we'll layer it up. And this time, instead of cooking it on top of the stove, we're going to cook it in the oven. So I can put it in the oven before I go swimming, and then hopefully, it'll be ready when I come home. If it's a little bit overcooked, that's fine. I always kind of think if it's you that's eating it, you can have it how you like. And if the pasta's a little bit overcooked and it's just you that's eating it, that's fine. As long as you're not selling it or giving it to other people, then that's fine, you know. But yeah, so that's it. So no more explanations needed. Right, let's have a go at putting this together. So I've put a cupful of rice in the bottom of the pan, taking the fat out and the bacon. So 2 carrots, probably a little bit too much actually, but not to worry. I haven't bothered peeling them because sometimes life is a little bit too short for that, isn't it? So rice that gently on top, like that. Probably should have mixed that in a little bit better. And then I want all this bacon in. Yes. All this bacon in. And then I'm thinking a cup of rice on top. But we might put more on to make it more of a sandwich. So a cup of rice. I probably should have put the bacon underneath the vegetables, but not to worry. And I think we're going to need a little bit more rice. Well, if I do another cup, then it's 2 days worth of food, isn't it? So half a cup. So remember that we'll need 5 cups of water. And we certainly need some salt. Now we have got a cup of stock left over, but we need to season relatively generously to start off with, and then so I've got some boiling water. Oh, pepper. Oh, cumin as well. I should have put that in with the what we call it with. Oh, where is it now? Is it close to hand? Yeah, I was going to put a bit of cumin in there. It works well with just a few bits of cumin because it works well with carrot. I'll do better next time we make it because cumin works with pork as well, and that's how we're thinking about cooking it next time. So that jam there. Now I've got some stock. I need to top this up. And yeah, just set a little bit, but not to worry. It'll melt and get down there, and then we want. Kettle did boil, didn't it? No, not to worry. It was warmish water, so that's number 2. Then put that pepper in there. This is number 3. That's number 4. And this is number 5. So I'm not going to bring it up to the boil on top of the stove. I'm just going to put it in at bits of rice down. I'm just going to put it in at 100 degrees. I'm going to be at the house for about an hour and a half. So that should be a sufficient amount of time. Just give it a jiggle. Lid on. And in the oven for an hour and a half at 100 degrees. I was going to put some fat in as well. And I was going to put those beans on top. Do you know, I don't know what's wrong with me today. So I'll put some of this lard on the top. And then that will seep into the rice as it cooks. I'll be a little bit generous with that. So as we could have fried the rice beforehand, but We've made enough mistakes already, haven't we? And then these beans on top. Just as like a raft on top. And then I thought maybe we might just put it under the grill so that the beans get a little bit crispy. Maybe. But probably not. Oh, there's a bit of juice on that. That can go in. Right. Definitely putting in the oven now. Well, lid on. 100 degrees. Right. It smells good. So, and I've been out of the house a little bit too long. Oh no, that's no way ready. Why is that? It's not even. Probably because I should have boiled the water before I put it in. That's right. Is it even cooked at all? Certainly know that it needs to be a lot higher than. Oh, it needs. Oh yeah, we'll do it on now. It's barely tepid, is that water? That was a mistake, wasn't it? So we will cook it on top of the stove. Save that experiment and cook it in the oven for another time. I'm sure it's ready. Let's have a look. I've got a fork, yes I have. I am prepared. Might have just slightly caught on the bottom. See if we can get a decent scoop out. It's just starting to catch on the bottom. Now I wanted a prettier scoop than that for a picture, but not to worry. The most important thing is how it tastes. I think it would have been nice with chickpeas, but I can smell the cumin. That smells nice. Not lovely as that. Not lovely as that. Certainly going to try it again slightly differently. But I've made a little bit too much. So I'll be eating that for the next couple of days. Unless I choke on it. But we'll do another version. And we'll do it with chickpeas, I think. And we'll put it in the oven again. I don't want to overcook it, that's the thing. Don't want to overcook it. But it is nice. The rice needs to be sticky. It needs to be sticky rice, so it can't be rice that wants to be like individual grains. It needs to be sticky rice to kind of hold together. But no problem. We'll do it again. We'll do a different version. Might make it better. But that's success.